Good evening all, how you doing? Actually it's nearly coming at the 12 o'clock. Well, oh no, sorry, 11:15, right. Anyway, this amp is from the other Brenell I bought. You know, I've got one Brenell and I can't record on it for some odd reason. So I found an identical machine on eBay and it was a buy it now, and I quickly snatched it up because it's the identical model and the identical amp. And I've just been changing all these capacitors. If you look back on the last video, you can see this amp, for some reason someone put an attenuator, like a control pot. It's not an attenuator, well it is, it's a potentiometer. So that was fitted over there. If you look back on the video, that was sort of like over there somewhere, like that. And I didn't want it because the reason being, it wasn't like that originally from the factory. That is the, let me show you, that's the erase. It's alright, this bloody phone's, why is it shaking? It's me, I need a cup of tea. I just made one actually. Right, that's the erase head there, the dark one. And that's the record playback head. And this one here, that's for an external amplifier. Now this knob was wired in series with that. So it was perhaps, so this machine was probably I'll get it right. This machine was probably used with an external amp, and maybe the signal was too strong, so they wanted to attenuate the signal coming out. Well, I'm not going to use it with an external amp, and I didn't need that. I mean, I thought, bloody hell, I'll keep that for another project. It might come in handy. So this is like early 60s. What's that? Lynn? What's that saying there? Lynn Welling, NA. Probably made in Welling Garden City. Could be Lynn. Line. Probably means line. Line attenuator. I don't know. What is it? 1,000. I can't see that. Hang on. 100k. Yeah, I can't. You know what? When I look through the phone, I can't see a damn thing because my eyesight's so shit. But when I look in real life, it's okay. 100k. Right, it is 100k. Oh, there we go. That's better. Right. So anyway, I weren't going to do this tonight, but I was a little bit bored. I think Andy didn't come on tonight. He was too tired. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to change these caps. So there's a few more to do on the other side. There's one more near the oscillator coils, another black Hunt's cap. But I'm going to leave that for the time being. Reason being, I'm going to put this in the machine now and just make sure it still records all right. If it doesn't, I'm going to cry, and I really am. But anyway, I've changed all those. 2 black Hunt's caps, the other Hunt's electrolytics. I've changed those. I took that thing out, that bloody control pot. Didn't want that. So there's a replacement there. It's 100 nanofarads. I think 0.1 microfarad. It better be. Right, yeah, 0.1, 100 nanofarads. So anyway, I put that one in. That new electrolytic there. Where else? Oh yeah, 2 electrolytics up there. See? You got to make sure you put the positive end towards the valve bases. If you do not, it's going to go bang. It probably cause a load of damage. I always check and double and triple check my work, but it's all okay. Oh yeah, you know I was saying about oh look, 2 burn marks there and all that. Someone's clumsy with a soldering iron. Well, this was a bit tricky doing. I mean, it's hard to get in there sometimes with all these resistors in the way. So I actually brushed the soldering iron. Yeah, I done it. I'm not about other people doing it. Didn't much. It's not much. It's so tiny, you can hardly see it. It's just there somewhere. Where is it? Somewhere there. Bit of polish. You can polish it out. Actually, I'm not too worried about it. God, come on, Harvey. It's nothing. Look, I've already got those 3 big marks there, but. So there we go. Oh yeah, another cap over there. There's another 100 nanofarad there. Where is it? There we are, the black one. See, I like these axial ones. They do come in handy because sometimes when you use the radial caps, sometimes they don't reach and you need to extend the legs a little bit. So solder a little bit of wire on the end and it's a pain in the bum. But yeah, so anyway, look, these are all axial. They always used to have axial in the past. But so there we go. What I'm going to do next, and I'm going to join this video to the next video, I'm going to put this into the deck. The other deck's fine. Well, oh no, I haven't even tried it. Well, it's all been lubricated, the other tape deck. Well, the new one I got. This is part of the new one, so I'm getting confused myself. This is part of the new amplifier, part of the new Brenell I bought, all right? The deck here is the old one, right? That doesn't record, but it's nothing to do with the deck because I tried this the other day, even with the dodgy caps, and it recorded, right? So anyway, I'm going to put this in now and connect the it's only 3 cables, so easy. Connect the 3 cables up, and I'm going to get back to you, and I'll join this video up, and I shall do a recording. It's hard to do it live because I need some sort of stand for a phone. In fact, I have got one somewhere. I'll set up my old Android phone in this clamp, and I'll use that just for making videos here. I think that's what I'll do, because I can't do anything with this damn phone in my hand. So anyway, that looks much better now without that stupid bloody pot thing there. I didn't want that hanging there. It's not there. It's not supposed to be there. Go away. Right, so there we go. Those 2 caps there, there's you know, the 2 little ones there. I think they're it should be 50 microfarad, but you can't get hold of those anymore. So these are 47, but they're fine. It worked fine on the other one. So now the test is when I turn it on, I should get full volume. There is another cap here. I'm not sure about that one. It's got Weimar or something like that. That gold thing there. That's a Weimar cap. Now, are those reliable or not? See how awkward they are to change. They all go to the valve bases mostly, and they're a real pain in the arse. But I don't know whether that's good or not. I don't know. What do you reckon? You think I should change that gold one or just leave it? I really don't know. Don't know what to do on that one. Whether to change it or not. I don't even know if it's electrolytic or not. I don't know. I've never seen one like that before. Where is it? There it is. I'm trying to look at the other end of it, but I can't see bugger all. Not in my eyesight. I need my goggles on. I've already got reading glasses, but I need those headset goggles. The only thing about those things, they make your forehead sweat like a lunatic. It's terrible. But look at this on this one. Look, it's got a tiny little diode there. Someone changed in the past. You see that? The other one that doesn't record has got a OA81 Mullard diode, and that is for the Magic Eye circuit. Now what they've done, I think they've done a little mod there, because that one is a modern silicon one, I think it might be. They've stuck in a 2.2 mega, is that mega ohm resistor in series, because normally that's the diode, it goes between those 2 red wires there. There's 2 red wires, and that's where it normally goes in between. I don't know, but it's working. I'm not going to touch it because it's working and it's recording. And that cap up there, I'm not sure whether they changed that one or not. I don't know. Not sure. See, this is part of the recording circuit, and I don't really want to mess about with that. This is the playback side of things. In a way, these machines are split into 2, although not physically into, but this is the playback end, and that's the record end with the 2 record bias oscillators. Well, one's a record oscillator, one's for the erase, I think. But it's sort of split into 2 in a way. But anyway, let me connect this up and I'll get back to you in a second. Alright then, see you soon. Well, see you very soon actually. Right, welcome back. Right, that took me about 20 odd minutes, and to you that was about, what, 10 seconds? Not even that. There we go. Right, the amplifier's in, and it's performing really well. Apart from that thing, if I turn the volume up to, let's see, I'm trying to keep this phone steady. I'm trying to do, right, if I turn it up to 12 o'clock, it's okay, and then past that, it dips, the volume goes down, so there is another cap. Could be that Weimar cap. But as I said, when I put it on amplifier, oh, I said that on the recording, I just made one, it goes up all the way. So presumably that Weimar cap is not part of the playback or record section. I think that more the playback section, sorry. And when you put it on amplifier mode, it just goes straight from input, straight for the amp and out. But I think that Weimar cap is part of the playback circuitry. But I'm going to change that tomorrow, and I'll change all the other caps as well. I might as well do it tomorrow. I've done quite a few tonight. But anyway, you want to hear the recording I made just now? Okay. Right, here we go. Right, this is the recording now, and I shall talk after the recording. Right, here we go. Right, okay. Wait, look at that. I should be recording. Now, the thing is, I've just tried it, the volume control just now, and when I turn it past 12 o'clock position, the volume dips down again. So there is another cap there called a Weema. Is that gold one I showed you in the last video? That's coming out. I'm not doing it tonight, I'll do it tomorrow now. But that one's coming out. As I said, I'm going to change all the caps, but it's still doing that dipping down thingy bob. On the other amp, it doesn't. It goes past the midway position and it's absolutely perfect. It just goes higher and higher, but this one dips down. So I'm going to change the other cap, and I might as well do the other one. There's another black Hunt's cap, and it's on the what do you call it? On the near the bias coils, recording coils, what do you call them? Yep, the bias oscillator coils. Well, this is working really well. I'm looking at the Magic Eye at the moment. It's a shame you can't see what I'm doing. I'll have to set the camera up, you know. And it's modulating really well.
This is recording, by the way, yeah?
Actually, you know what I did find?
In case you get
that
confused.
That little tiny diode I found was loose. So I noticed that the other day. It was fluctuating, and then it stopped, and then it's fluctuating again. It was a bad connection, so I resoldered it, and it's absolutely perfect now. Look at that. Oh my god. So this is recording well.
It was a really bad connection. It was off one of the pins.
And it should be absolutely fine. I think it's in any burning or anything. No, I think it's just the valves. They haven't been used for
And this
years.
tape is really shitty, really old tape. It's only for messing around, by the way.
Like, you know, valve burn, you know, when like dust on the valve. No, it's gone now. That's fine. No. And there's normally a big resistor on the back. It's 500 to 750 ohms, and it's 10 watt. So the thing is, when you run these machines at 3 3/4, 7.5, this big resistor comes into effect, into operation. And what it does, it restricts the power going to the motors. And sometimes they smoke a little bit. So if you do put in a new one, and it's got paint in it, don't panic too much. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's only the paint fading off. They do get hot, and the motors on the Brenell are notorious for getting hot. So they do run hot. You see. I mean, you can bypass it. There is a way, but you won't be able to use the lower speeds, only 15 IPS. Or is it the other way around? You won't be able to use 15 IPS. There is some sort of thing you can do, but you know what? I'm not touching it. I'm leaving it as is. So anyway, those caps are all in right. I just got to do that Weema one tomorrow. Weema. I don't know. So there we go. I've got Beatles playing in the background there. So I'm going to play this back, and I'm going to film it, and you'll be able to see what it sounds like. But as I said, I can't advance the volume control past 12 o'clock. But actually, I just tried it on amplifier mode, and it worked. So what's going on there? Maybe that cap doesn't come into operation, that Weema cap, when it's on amplifier mode, because it's strictly input to output, and I think the Weema is part of the playback circuit. That's the only thing I can work out. So let's see, I've been recording tape counters on 50. Right, I'm going to play this back then. Please God, let it record. And then I've got to work out what's wrong with the other one. That's still work in progress. Bloody heck. Oh, why do I put myself through this torture? Because I love it? Do I? Really? Maybe. Right, let's play this back.
Oh, look at that. Got some lovely music on there, right. Yeah, see what? Let me show you the demonstration. Right. As I advance it past 12 o'clock, the volume dips. Watch. There we go. The volume dies down. So there we go. So what do you reckon, folks? Another capacitor, isn't it? Definitely. I've got a radiogram I need to do, and as soon as you turn the volume up, say halfway, it's fine. Same thing again. Turn it up any higher, the sound actually disappears. So I'm going to change the other caps. I might as well do the whole lot tomorrow then. I'll finish tomorrow. Yeah, and if the volume doesn't go all the way tomorrow, then I don't know. But I'm sure it's that. I'm sure it's the other two caps. I think there's another 3 caps to change there. See, the other amp had one of these sort of red, you know, those red globule type capacitors on it, or the long red ones. You got the little square red ones, and you've got these longer red ones, and then this one's got a Weimer though. I think Weimer notorious for going wrong after a few years. So you know what, I'm going to turn the damn thing off now, and I'm going to save it. I don't want anything going wrong. That's the last thing I want, blowing something up. I don't know if that's a coupling cap as well. It could be. Look at these knobs, they're terrible. They keep coming loose. No matter how much you tighten up the grub screw, they keep coming loose. Pain in the bum. It's only trouble with these. You know what? Every machine's got their flaws. I mean, right, here we go. Look at that. That's my little trick. And it didn't work because I done it too late. Never mind. I've got to rethread it. No big deal. I'll leave it as it is. Right, so there we go. What do you reckon? Let me just turn this off from the power. There's a switch right at the very back, but I can't get to it. It's a pain in the bum to get to. There we go. Right, I've got a junk under there. All sort of components, boxes. I don't know where to put anything. So that's it. I'm going to finish my cup of tea now. And I'll take the amp out tomorrow. What it is about these, they're so easy to do. You've got that screw there. That screw there. Undo it. Take it out and just pulls up. Then you got the erase head connection, the record playback connection, and you got a power connector. That's it. It's a 5-pin connector, and that's it. The amp's out. Done. See, these were built for professionals. You know, ease of servicing, whatever. You don't have to spend hours taking one part off and another bit off, like the modern machines. You know, you have to strip everything down. But these were built modular in a way. All you really had was the power supply that's fixed onto the board, tape deck, and the amp. Oh, you know what I was going to say in that recording? I was going to say this recording is made by sticky tape and rust. No, this recording was no. What did he say on that Secret Life of Machines again? Do you remember that series? That was brilliant. I love it. This recording was made on sticky tape and rust. Yeah, this recording was made on sticky tape and rust. That's it. Yeah, he's dead now. He died, that guy. Bloody hell. His mate, though, who I think he lives, where is it? Is it Southwold? He lives in Southwold, near the coast, about 100 miles from here. And he's got a little amusement arcade he runs, and he builds all the equipment at Southwold Pier. So the other guy, what was his name again? I can't remember his name. Tim something? Yeah, Rex Garrod died, and it's Tim. Oh, I cannot forget his name. It's too late for me. Yeah, the other guy, Tim. Yeah, he's got a YouTube channel, by the way. Very, very good. And he does a sort of Secret Life thingy, but it's not called a Secret Life. It's called something else. But, you know, he shows about screws and this and drill bits. And it's really interesting. You know, it's all engineering stuff. It's brilliant. What's the serial number of this? I wanted to check this machine, actually. What does that say? I can't see through the phone. 13268. 13268. Now the other machine I bought, it's slightly low. I think it's 13 something. So the other machine, well, this amp doesn't belong to this, remember. This is from the other machine I bought, and this amp was made earlier than that bit. There we go. Right, so the recording is still working after changing the caps. That's why I stopped halfway. I didn't continue. So I want to make sure the record is still working. I would have died if it wasn't working. If it was like the other one, I would have gone, oh shit, you bastard. Oh, I've gone crazy. But anyway, I'll change the rest of the caps tomorrow and I'll keep you informed. I'll do another video and see if that volume, I can, you know, move it past 12 o'clock without it dipping down. It's a cap, definitely a cap issue. I mean, all you out there who's watching this, I mean, you're all audio engineers and stuff like that, and you know that's the fact. That is a fact. When the audio dips past a certain level, it's a capacitor problem. There we go. It could be a valve. Don't know. Maybe my Mullard. This one's got a Mullard EL84, but it could be an ECC83. A little bit dodgy. I don't know. I've got spares anyway. I can always swap them over if after the cap change and it's still the same. I'll just swap over a few valves and go from there. Clean the valve sockets as well. Whether it is that, I don't know. Just take the valves out, spray a bit of contact cleaner in the valve sockets, and push the valve in and out a few times, and there we go. You can actually use these, where are they? I've got one here somewhere. These little tooth cleaners, you know, you put in between your teeth. Those little tiny pink brushes, if you know what I mean. Where is it? Oh, when I'm looking for something, I can't find it. It's always the same. But there we go. I'm going to join this up with the other video now, and I'll put it up on the old YouTube. And I shall talk to you later. So, yep, a few more caps to change on this. But I wanted to check to make sure I did put all the caps in the right way. There weren't no bangs or flashes or anything like that. And it seems to be fine. So, yeah. See, if this was... if I had some extension leads for this, like a 5-pin Radiomobile plug to a socket. I need a socket, Radiomobile 5-pin plug to a socket. And then I can use something like telephone wiring to link them all up. Then I can actually put this on, say, another chair here or whatever. Then I can check everything while it's working, but I can't, because you've got to take this out every time, change a component, and put it back, and then, you know, that's why I did only about, how many did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's another 3 to do. There's not many. Another 3 to do tomorrow. And I think they're more easily accessible. Oh, apart from this, that Weimer one. I think that goes to one of the valve bases. Could be a coupling cap. This is why I didn't want to push it tonight. But there we go. It's performing okay. It's recording still. It's just that volume issue. Now, there's always an issue, isn't there? Always. There's always an issue. It's never straightforward. But there we go. I'll tell you what, I'll be really happy when the other amp starts recording. I'll be really happy. But there we go. Anyway, it's 11:30. I've finished my cup of tea. It's probably cold now, but I might make another one. Alright then folks, shall talk to you all later, and bye for now.